Here I go.
We are just continuing with this awesome conversation. I'm here with April Brown, and people are watching this all over the world. They may not know that we're right here in Southern California, right here in the Los Angeles, Inglewood area. Is that exactly where you were when you had the injections?
No, I was in the Southern California area. I had a salon on La Cienega and Rodeo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to continue with this conversation because it's so much to share. But I want to kind of get back a little bit to not pursuing the legal protection or recovery. What did you do about the hands and your feet?
Okay, because my hands and my feet was a side effect of a medication, that was used to actually save my life. But the side effect is that it takes the life from your extremities.
Did the doctors give you a warning of that?
No, they did not. And the thing that made the lawsuit relevant is that I had been to that hospital 5 times to try to have them to remove the silicone.
Oh.
And they did the same thing they did that night when I only had 24 hours to live. They did that same thing a few months ago and just challenged themselves and removed the silicone or called someone else in who is qualified to do it, then I would have never gotten a staph infection. Maybe. We don't know, but I'm just saying maybe. So within that could have been a lawsuit. But I just don't believe that when God gives you 24 hours, when somebody gives you 24 hours to live, and you're still here.
I'm not wasting my energy.
You don't waste your time
you didn't want to waste
and
your
energy in doing that, because I don't know how long my grace period is here on earth. I don't know how much time I have left. All I know is that I have something to do, and I don't have 5 years to sit back and wait for
sit in
somebody.
a courtroom.
And even if
it's not going to bring your hands,
it's not going to do anything. And what if I sacrifice all of this time for money just to end up without the money or the service that I was supposed to give? I just couldn't look spirit in the face every day and do that. I just couldn't.
You are a phenomenal woman. You are a phenomenal woman. Because I don't think everybody would take that same route. We don't know until we meet the challenge, how we would respond.
That's true.
But I think there was already something in you.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
You already had in your DNA a spirit of optimism.
Oh, for sure.
A spirit of gratitude.
I don't know how you know that, but for sure.
It was already there. It was already there.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is why you're on display as a testimony to show other people that whatever cards are dealt,
and they will be dealt.
They will be dealt.
Oh, they will be dealt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To bounce back with this gratitude, this awe for life, to be so grateful, to be chosen,
and not just to be chosen, to be available,
and
to be willing, and to be able.
I love that. Just to be available. Yes.
Because in my old body, I wouldn't have been available.
Did you see her just do a hallelujah?
Yes, hallelujah.
I'm training for another triathlon, so this ain't nothing.
Another triathlon?
I did a triathlon March 15th of last year. A 10-mile walk, 8 mile bike.
Everybody's having a pity party. Stop it
right now. For real.
Stop it right
Cut it out. Ain't nothing pitiful on here.
Wow.
Yeah, 10-mile
and
walk.
I don't want to make fun of your butt, but this is what I tell people. Stop making excuses and get your butt out the way. But it's too far. But I don't have enough money. But I'm still single. But I don't have a car. But I'm black. But I'm single. But my parents didn't like me. Get that butt out the way.
And that's what God did.
And that's
and every other thing that was distracting me.
What you say?
I'm sorry.
It's
Sit
okay.
your butt down. I need you to sit down and get focused, because you got a lot to do.
Girl, you taking my breath away.
No, really, honestly.
It's just, you are a living example of how we block our own blessings.
Yes.
How we can rise again. And it's got to be a book, and aren't you going to be writing
a book?
book?
Yes, I'm writing a book right now.
Do you have a publisher already?
No, I don't.
Because I'm going to refer you to someone who's published hundreds of books.
Really?
She's awesome. She's my goddaughter.
Okay.
But I met her before she became a publisher. She's based in Maryland.
Really?
And I'm telling you, it would be such a blessing. They design your cover, edit it, get you on Amazon. She's done my books on Amazon.
Really?
Yeah.
I got somebody out of the UK who's actually been going back and forth. They're trying to offer me a deal.
Okay.
So I've been doing stuff, with them, a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But I need to look into that too.
Yeah,
and you've been there.
It's good to have options.
Yeah.
It's good to have options.
You've been there, so I need all of your wisdom.
I'm available.
And I am too. That's why we're here.
Because to me, it's all about. I'm in the fall of my life. I'm not going to say winter. I'm in the fall of my life. In the fall.
Which is a beautiful thing because everything is falling away.
Yes.
It's falling away.
Girl, you like me. You get the
away.
metaphors.
Yeah, it's falling away, girl.
That's what I love about you. You get the metaphors. Mm-hmm. And so when the things are falling away, you realize that it's time to give back. Mm-hmm. And so I love the coaching. I love mentoring other women. I love being able to share and be transparent and share my pain that has turned into a purpose. And your pain is turning into a purpose. Absolutely. And it can be profitable when you're smart about it. Okay? See, because what I find a lot of times as women, we're so excited to give that we forget there's value. And it's okay to volunteer. It's okay to share. It's okay to be generous. But at some point, the rent is due. You got to put food on the table. You put your children through college. You got to put gas in your car. You got to, you know. So we have to be practical. God says that all you're getting, get wisdom. That's what Solomon said.
Yeah, he did.
So this is what I love imparting to wisdom. I'm glad you got a purpose. I'm glad you got a joy. I'm glad you got goals. But you have to know there's value in what you do. And you realize there's value in your life and your story, and God's getting the glory. But when you write your book and when you begin to share with others, there should be a price tag. You should, you know, you could coach other women that are going through physical challenges. I don't like to say disabled because you're able-minded.
Yeah.
But that have they may be in wheelchairs, they may be homebound. And they've lost their joy, they've lost their way, they've lost their self-esteem, they don't feel worthy. My mother did not survive breast cancer, so I've worked with many women that have lost their breasts and feel like they're not feminine, they're not sexual, they're not beautiful. So it doesn't matter whether it's your hands, your feet, your breasts, your hair. You know, we got to get the message out that you are precious in God's sight. And that we are not our bodies, we are a soul, we are a spirit. And the other S is we have a story. And when you tell your story, you bless somebody
you bless else. And it blesses you in return.
You better say it.
And it blesses you in return. It's so important. Yeah.
And what I love about your story is that you don't come from this perspective like poor me.
No.
Pitiful me. No.
It's not for me. It's like, it's about time. You actually showing up, April. You've talked about it for years, but now you're actually showing up. And guess what I did for you, girl? I gave you a whole platform. More favor.
My gosh.
That I didn't ask for. You know, just, I mean, just, here's a platform. Oh, yeah, it's going to be hard, girl. But we had to get those hands and those feet because you wasn't going to be still. Wow. You was going to talk about it.
And you were making a living with your hands.
All my life.
That would be like me losing my voice.
Absolutely.
That would be like me losing my voice.
Absolutely.
That would be like a dancer losing their feet.
Absolutely. And when you lose one thing, you always ask God, okay, so what am I to use now? Because it's only being taken away because it's something that you haven't used before.
So what was the answer?
The voice.
I
need to speak.
I
need to get from behind the backs of everybody and get in front of people and speak the wisdom of what God had been giving me since I was a child.
So there was something trying to be pushed and birthed before this.
Oh, yes.
And what were you hearing? Why were you not doing it?
I'm not enough. I'm not articulate enough. I've done things. I've done seminars. I've done them. But I'm not enough to really do what you need to do to really be doing them.
To like package yourself and
all that.
Give yourself that title.
Yes.
I can't tell me people want to be motivational speakers and they're afraid to even say it or they want to write a book. And I said, just say I'm an author. And they stutter. Just say, I am an author. Say I'm an author.
I'm an author.
Say I'm an inspirational speaker.
I'm an inspirational speaker.
Say I'm a difference maker.
I'm a difference maker.
Say I'm a child of God.
I'm a child of God. Hallelujah.
Hey.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
And so it is.
My gosh.
And so it is.
This is so
and
awesome.
So it is.
And you need to write. You have my books. And I can't wait to hold your book.
Oh, I can't wait.
In my hand.
And it's been such a long time coming because, God, I've been trying to get these books out of me for a long time. But I was too busy on the sewing machine doing my hair. Whatever distraction that I had going on, it's like God has put me in a place where He said, okay, you got your own place. I made that available for you. So I just need you to sit down and get focused on purpose because you have a lot to do.
So, since you don't have your physical hands to write, are you using?
Use my
you're
prosthetics.
speaking. Oh, you use a prosthetics.
And I used to also use the tape.
You just don't have them on now.
No.
But when you have your prosthetics on, you can actually write.
Oh yeah, girl.
And you type?
Yeah, I'm typing. That's how I'm transcribing my book through typing right now for my tapes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm always producing events, seminars, conferences, retreats. I must have you at one of mine. I
Aw.
must have you at one of mine.
I'm
Because
so
it's not
open
it's
for
not
it.
even about focusing about your physical challenges. It's about focusing on your spiritual insights, what you have gained.
You giving me chill, because that's all through my book. You got to stop saying stuff. You got to just affirming and confirming.
Yeah, because
You
it's not
just-
even about this.
Oh, child, it's so not about this. This is just what.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
back on.
Pushing through,
Yeah.
pushing past. And I like what you said. It's about the voice, because there's a popular, TV show called The Voice.
Yes.
And all of us need to use our voice to tell the story, to tell our journey, to tell how we made it through.
Yes.
We're standing on the shoulders of ancestors that
That's
went
right.
through horrific things.
Oh, absolutely.
And their voices are in the atmosphere. Their voices are in our DNA.
Absolutely.
And every time I want to feel sorry for myself, it's like my spiritual ancestors and angels are saying, get over yourself, get up, and stop it. Handle your business. Feel it, heal it, and deal with it. No, wait, you just did not deal with it. That's my 3 steps. Feel, heal, and deal with it. Because people that fall into addictions, people that fall into this poor me syndrome is because they don't want to deal with it. Yeah, get back in the light. This is called stay in the light.
Stay in the light. I'm all moving from the light. No, I want to stay in the light.
Yeah, you're going to stay in the light. But this is why people fall into traps, terrible traps. It's because they don't want to deal. They don't want to feel the pain. And when you don't feel the pain, you never are able to grow. Pain is like a pruning. If a rose bush would talk, it would say, it hurts when you cut off those twigs and roses. But it knows that that's what it's needed to live, so that something new can be born.
Oh,
So we don't want to feel the pain of getting laid off a job, or love walking out the door, or losing your child, or getting cancer. No, we don't want to feel the pain of looking for a job. But if you stay sober and you stay awake and you stay aware, God in His own way will reveal to you the next step, and then the next step, and the next step. It's all about trusting.
It really is.
It's about going with the flow.
Yeah.
It's about surrendering.
Yes.
It's about adapting. It's about
Yes.
being resilient. And you know that my website is called donotgiveup.net. So when you said you want to teach people not to give up, you spoke to my heart, because that's what I want to help people to understand. Don't give up. I don't care what you're going through.
Right.
Come back from the ledge.
Yes. Because
Say, hallelujah, God, I surrender.
Yes.
I'm not in control. I am just chosen to be a woman or a man. I'm not a tree. I'm not this couch. I'm a living, breathing being with a mind.
Yes.
And I want to keep that mind sober and healthy and alert and aware through the sunshine, through the rain, through the joy, and through the pain. You know, one of my favorite groups is Frankie Beverly and Mays.
Oh, joy
And pain, sunshine and rain.
Rain.
Yeah, and that's what it's all
real
about.
talk.
There's just season after season.
And there's no way around it, because all of them are needed in order to make it all effective. Just like negative and positive, it's all needed
It's all needed.
to make it all work.
Yeah. I am sitting here with the beautiful April Brown, and I'm going to ask her as we close, is there anything you would like to share? Are there any pearls of wisdom that you'd like to share with my audience today?
What I would like to share is that when you come to a place in your life that looks unfamiliar, that is your chance to start a new beginning. Because it's never going to show up the way you think it's going to look. So if you're looking for it to look a certain way, don't do that. It's going to show up probably the opposite of what you are and who you are. Because that's what faith is all about. It's not knowing, it's not seeing. Because if you have $10,000 in the bank, you don't have to worry about and have faith on how you're going to pay $800. You don't. You don't need faith for that, because you already know how you're going to do it. It's when you don't have no money in the bank and you know you got to pay $800 and you know it's going to show up for you somehow. So I'm just saying, just get back into the knowing of the power that we possess on the inside of us that's connected to this nature that we live in. And that's where our power is. But it's never going to show up the way we look, and just the way we want it to look. So always expect for it to show up totally different than how you want to see it. And then get busy.
Isn't that great? We're going to check our calendars and see if April is available to come to my January event. I have a event every January.
Okay.
And it's going to be here in Los Angeles. So stay tuned. This is Jill Diamond Taylor. Go to my website, donotgiveup.net, and find out if April's going to be joining us for our Super Goal Saturday conference in 2014. Thank you for listening, and thank you, April.
Oh,
You're
thank
such a
you, Jill.
beautiful joy.
And so are
God
you.
bless
Thank